Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Big extraordinary, good spirits, manta jaya. How are you today? I'm fine. Thanks God. That's great. Life is wonderful. Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhamad Miftakhul Nizar from class 1 of 3, number absent 21. On this occasion, I will present the material that I got in the first semester. Where in the first semester, I studied 3 chapters. The first chapter is themed a story from the future. The chapter 2 is themed the digital revolution. And chapter 3 is themed our social media. Okay, let's go straight to the discussion. Chapter 1. A story from the future. In the first chapter, you will study 3 sub-chapters. First, the material is asking for and providing information about a story. Second, spoken narrative text. And the third, written narrative text. Asking for and providing information. First, asking for. What is asking for? The expression asking for information, according to its meaning, is used to ask or request information. The use of asking information is used when you want to ask and request information from someone else. And the characteristic of asking for information. 1. Question words. Usually start with question words like who, what, where, when, why, how, and other. 2. Question phrase. Use typical question sentence structure, such as can you tell me, do you know, can you please explain. 3. Curious expression. Show a sense of curiosity or lack of knowledge about something. 4. Focus on the recipient. The sentence is directed to the person expected to provide the information. And the following is an example asking for. And as providing information, question about information or asking information will definitely be answered by providing the information. How do you answer is? You can answer directly by providing the information asked. And next, characteristic of providing information. 1. Direct answer. Give a clear and specific answer to the question. 2. Detailed explanation. If necessary, provide additional explanation to clarify the information. 3. Confirmation of information. Sometimes accompanied by confirmation to ensure the recipient's understanding. 4. Focus on the topic. The sentence focus on conveying the requested information. And the following is an example providing information. After understanding asking for and providing information, we will continue discussing subchapter 2 and 3 on narrative text. What is narrative text? A narrative text is an imaginative story to entertain people. Narrative text is the type of the text that tell a chronological story in the past tense. And next, social function of narrative text is to tell stories or past events and entertain the readers. The social function of narrative text is to amuse, entertain, and to deal with an actual or vicarious experience in different ways. And next, generic structure. 1. Orientation. What is orientation? The orientation section contains the opening of the story that contains the introduction of character, introduction to the background, time and place of the story. And anyways, this section contains a general part of the story that includes what, who, when, and where the story is told. And 2. Complication. In this section, the main character starts experiencing conflict in his life, and the main character must resolve the conflict. And 3. Resolution. The resolution section is in the ending story section. In this section, all the problem must be resolved by the main character. In the resolution section, there is also usually a moral follower or advice that we can take from the story. The moral follow in the ending of the narrative text is called coda. And next, language filter. First, using action verb. And these are verbs that describe physical or mental action. They help create a sense of movement and momentum in the story. And this example in the tense. And next, simple past tense. Narrative texts are often written in the simple past tense as they retell events that already happened or occurred in the past time. This helps establish a sense of time and place in the story. This example tense using a simple past tense. And 3. Using adverb of time, place, and manner. Adverb that change or quality the meaning of a sentence by telling us when things happen or defined as adverb of time, place, or manner. Example: Robin Hood saved the sheriff of Nottingham yesterday. Adverb of time is yesterday. Once upon a time is adverb of time, and other. And next, adjective or noun praise. Describe the qualities of the noun used in the content. For example, Rafi is good boy. Here good is the adjective of noun Rafi, explaining that the Rafi is a good boy by nature. 5. Time connective plus conjunction. Time connective are a type of conjunction that use word or phrase to help the reader understand when something is occurring, used to sequence events and relate them. For example, before, after, then, next, and soon. And 6. Specific character. The persistent feature that distinguishes one character from all other. Example in story Cinderella is Cinderella, and character all is stepmother, stepsister, and other. This is kind of narrative text. Usually the type of narrative text that we often encounter are fairy tales, fables, and legends. Fairy tales, a fictional story that feature magical creatures and even often aimed at children. Fable, a short story that typically feature animal as character and convey a moral lesson. A legend, a traditional story about a specific person, place, or even often considered historical but without definitive proof. And many more types of narrative text like myth, folklore, romance, mystery, horror, science fiction, historical fiction, personal experience, and other. Chapter 2. The Digital Revolution. In the second chapter, we will study 3 subchapters. First, the material is asking for and stating opinion. Second, argumentative text. And the third, mental form. Asking for and stating opinion. Asking for is the same as what I explained in the previous explanation, so we go straight to the explanation of stating an opinion. What is stating opinion? Stating opinion or expressing opinion is the act of conveying personal view, belief, or judgment about a topic or issue. It involves using language to express the and feeling clearly and effectively. Characteristic of stating an opinion. 1. Use of modal verb. Modal verb like think, believe, feel, guess, and suppose are often used to express opinion. Example: I think chocolate ice cream is the best. She believes that alien exists. And next, opinion markers. Phrases such as in my opinion, from my point of view, I think, I believe are used to make it clear that what is being expressed in is a personal opinion. Example: in my opinion, traveling is the best way to learn about new culture. And next, adverb of degree. Adverb like really, very strongly are used to show the level of certainty about the opinion being expressed. Example: I strongly believe that climate change is a serious problem. And next, reasoning sentence. After stating an opinion, it's usually followed by a reason to support that opinion. Example: I think cats are better pets than dogs because they are more independent. After we have studied asking for and stating opinions, we will continue to create argument text. What is argument text? An argumentative text is a type of writing that presents a claim or arguments supported by evidence and reasoning, with the goal of persuading the reader to accept the writer's viewpoint. It is a common form of discourse used in academic writing. debate, and everyday discussion. And next is purpose of argumentative text. The primary purpose of an argumentative text is to persuade the readers to adopt a particular viewpoint by presenting compelling evidence and reasoning. And next is generic structure of argumentative text. One is introducing our issue. The introduction provides a brief overview of the topic and presents the thesis statement, which is the main argument that the writer will support throughout the text. And next is argument. The argument section presents the supporting evidence and reasoning to substantiate the thesis statement. This section may include facts, statistics, example, and expert opinion. And next is conclusion or reiteration. The conclusion rests on the thesis statement in a new way and summarizes the main point of the argument. It may also offer a final thought or a call to action. And next is language feature of argumentative text. First, using modal verbs. These verbs, example, must, shall, call, and might, express varying degrees of generally obligation or possibility which are crucial for making claims and counterclaims. Example, students shall be allowed to use their phone in class. And next, evaluative language. And this language expresses opinion or judgment, often using adjective, adverb, and evaluative phrase. Example, the new policy is a terrible idea. Next, conjunction and adverbials. This word of phrase connect ideas and signal relationship between them, such as cause and effect, contracts, or acquisition. Example, moreover, the research showed that. And next, rhetorical question. These questions are asked for effect rather than to elicit a direct answer, and they can be used to engage the reader or emphasize a point. Example, don't we all deserve a chance to succeed? And next, first a person pronounce this pronounce I-we can be used to establish a personal connection with the readers and to express the writer's opinion. Example, I believe that. And next, formal language. Argumentative texts often use formal language, including complex sentence structures and sophisticated vocabulary. Example, the ramifications of this education are far-reaching. And next, emotive language. This language appeals to the reader's emotion using words that evoke feelings such as anger, fear, or hope. Example, it is heartbreaking to see. Mental verb. Mental verbs convey meaning linked to our sense, decision-making, comprehension, and planning. Opinions can be conveyed through the use of mental verbs. Here are examples of mental verbs that express opinion. I thought our video is good, enough to be uploaded. I assume you have already read the manuals. And next, I think we have responsibility to protect our environment. And next, I believe we need more food and beverage for the guys. Our social life. In third chapter, we will study 4 sub-chapters. First, the material is providing recommendation. Second, spoken auditory exposition. Third, written auditory exposition. And last, social media posts. First, providing recommendation. Providing recommendations entails offering expert opinion or suggestion based on carefully analysis and evaluation of available information and data, with the aim of guiding decision making of improving a particular situation. Next, characteristic of providing a recommendation. 1. Use of modal verb. A verb like shall, could, might, or ought to are frequently used to give emphasis or recommendation. Example: you should try this new restaurant. She could take a break. And next, recommendation or curse. Phrase like recommend that a success will be a good idea to are used to clearly indicate that a suggestion is being made. Example: I recommend reading this book. And next, clarification. Good recommendations are usually accompanied by clarifications so that others can understand why the recommendation is being given. Example: you should visit the Grand Canyon because the views are amazing. And next, objectivity. Although recommendations are subjective, they should be present in an objective tone and supported by facts. Example: based on the data, I suggest we choose option A. And next is hortatory text. What is hortatory text? Hortatory exposition text is also an exposition text that contains the author's opinion on an issue accompanied by supporting arguments. This text is persuasive and aims to influence readers to agree with the view written. If, for example, when reading this text, the reader will think like, "Oh yeah, that's right." It means that the purpose of writing this text has been achieved. Purpose: to persuade the readers or the listeners that something shall or shall not be the case. Next is generic structure. First, thesis. The thesis states the issue of concern that the author wants to address, providing a clear and concise introduction to the problem. And next is arguments. The arguments section presents reason why the issue is a concern, offering evidence and logical reasoning to support the author's perspective. And next, recommendation. The recommendation section concludes the text by suggesting a specific course of action or solution to the problem, urging the readers to take a particular stance or to act in a certain ways. And next, language filter. When using emotive words, and these words are used to express strong emotion or feelings such as alarm or worry, to engage the readers and emphasize the seriousness of the issues or word that could fit the statement. These words are used to express uncertainty or possibility, such as usually or probably, to soften claims or to acknowledge potential exemption. Next, word that link arguments. These words are used to connect ideas and create a logical flow in the text, such as firstly, however, on the other hand, and therefore. To show cause and effect, contrast, or sequence. And it's usually present tense. The present tense is used to describe general traits, habitual action, or current situation, making the text more immediate and relevant. And next, modal auxiliary verbs. These verbs such as can, might, shall, and must are used to express possibility, permission, obligation, or necessity, adding influence and emphasis to the recommendation. Apart from studying about hortatory exposition, I also got material about analytical text. What is analytical text? Analytical exposition text is a text that contains the author's view on issue or problem and is accompanied by supporting arguments. This text is persuasive and aimed to fit reader to pay attention to the issue being discussion. Usually, this type of text can be found in the newspaper, editorial, scientific journal, and other. Purpose to persuade the readers or the listener that something in the case to analysis or to explain. And next is generic structure. What is thesis? A statement that presents the writer's main argument or opinion, often providing a brief overview of the supporting points. And next, arguments. A series of claims or reasons that support the thesis is explained in the detail and backed up with evidence or example. And next, reiteration. A concluding statement that reinforces the thesis, summarizing the key arguments and leaving a lasting impression on the reader. And next is language filter. What is emotive words? A word that evokes strong emotion in the reader, such as fear, anger, or sadness, to engage their attention and expresses the brighter point of view. And next is qualifying word. Words that strengthen or strengthen claims such as probably or definitely to add less and precision to the arguments. And next is linking word. Words that connect idea and create logical flow, such as firstly, however, and therefore, to guide the reader through the text. And next is present tense, and the use of the present tense to discuss general threat, timeless facts, or ongoing situation, making the argument feel relevant and immediate. And next is complex and compound sentence. Sentence structure that combine multiple clauses to express complex ideas and relationship between thought, enhancing the sophistication and clarity of the writing. About hortatory and analytical exposition, present argument about a specific topic, but their goals differ. Analytical exposition aim to inform the readers about particular issue by providing evidence and analysis. They present facts and logical reasoning to explain a phenomenon without trying to persuade the readers to take a specific action. On the other hand, hortatory exposition aim to persuade readers to agree with a particular viewpoint and take a specific action. They use persuasive language and emotional appeals to convince readers to adopt a certain belief or behavior. The final structure also different. In hortatory, it is recommendation, and in the analytical, it is reiteration. Then continue the application of what we learned in chapter 3 on social media. Here is an example of a social media post in the form of an infographic. What is infographic? Infographic is a visual representation of information, data, or knowledge designed to present complex information quickly and clearly in communist text, image, icon, chart, and other visual elements to communicate key message and insight in a visually appealing and easy to understand formal. Persuasive text presented in the form of infographic have the same purpose or to persuade or encourage the audience to take a specific course of action or adopt a particular belief or attitude. Add text structure, thesis, argument, and recommendation. Well, that's all the material that I have received during this semester. Hopefully, what we have learned can provide benefits and blessing. Amin. That's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.